Your granddaddy say what? So you're an Israelite. You're from the tribe of Benjamin, according to the Bible. Because the seed goes by
what they arguing about.
That's what carries
debating about.
It's the father's seed. All right. The mother is just the mother's womb is just a vessel. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
They declared what?
They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So your lineage is determined by your father. All right?
But I seen y'all, what's that? You got that channel. I seen your channel on YouTube. I be watching it, man. That dude's pretty good. That dude is Savannah too?
That's your real nationality.
The dude on that YouTube channel.
Made up term, you just made up.
Huh? Yeah. But I mean, that's your main podium though. That's where I know y'all from.
Did you understand what the scripture said?
Yeah. That dude's pretty good. He knows the Bible pretty good. They got bald heads, right? One of the dudes? Yeah.
Kind of bald head.
Yeah. You know the Bible good, man.
Bro, stop playing games with the word of God. You come to Deuteronomy. That 1 and 10.
We got our address on the back. You from Savannah?
I live in Savannah.
Yeah. Those were Christians. Those are your people. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 16. And I charge your judges at that time.
Yeah. Saturday's the real Sabbath day, so.
Right. That's what we teach. But you know, we got all these other people coming in here because they want to argue their point.
Yeah. They brainwash black people to, celebrate, the Sabbath day on Sunday, and that's where the white people did that. It's confusion.
What's that?
Yeah, man.
It don't matter. Go ahead. Deuteronomy
Malcolm X was trying to tell them the truth, but Malcolm X was around.
What does the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God.
So once you know who you are, back up. So once you know who you are, once you know what's required of you, you got to keep God's commandments. From the top again.
And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, and to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So that's what's required of you. Once you know who you are, you got to start learning God's laws and to keep God's laws, to apply them. Not for yourself, but for your family as well. All right? Let's go back to Deuteronomy.
You feed a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink.
Let's go back to 28. You got a question? I got a question. What's your nationality? Yeah. You're a Latino? You know what that means? You're a Hispanic? You're Latino. You know what that means? Hispanic? Hispania? You got that from Spain. Hispanic means property of Spain. So you're property of Spain? You don't come from Spain. No, not you. No, the Spaniards conquered your people and put a nationality on you and call you Hispanic, which means property of Spain. You need to find out, because that has no meaning. I'm telling you, that's what Hispanic means, property of Spain. Exactly. All right. No, you don't come. No, listen. The same way African Americans call themselves African American, you're calling yourself Hispanic because the conquistadors forced that on your people. The same thing. Who forced them? The so-called British. Yeah. The so-called Americans, the Edomites, the same people. They just speak different language. Like for example, the people that speak Portuguese, right? They look just like you. Why they speak Portuguese? Right, but they look just like you. They just speak a different language. Because the Portuguese conquered them. Now they speak Portuguese. Right? But look, check this out, right? That's what. Those were your people. Those were your people. And guess what's happening to them right there? They're learning how to be Hispanics right there. That's how they learn. That's why they learn how to be Hispanics and not Mayans, not Incas. Right. See that? All his history was lost because it was beaten out of our people. Now we call ourselves Latinos, Hispanic, but that's not our true custom. We're God's chosen people. And guess what we gotta do? We gotta stop following after man-made religion, man-made custom, and find out who we really are. You're not religious? Okay, that's good. That's good. What you mean? What was God? Jesus Christ was an Israelite. He was an Israelite. He was an Israelite. There's no religion in the Bible. See that? Every religion is. When you look at this sign right here, this is where religion comes from. And guess what? Guess what we was when that happened? We was enslaved. We was in slavery when this happened. When this happened, we was in slavery. Guess what? All these religions are man-made. There's no truth in these religions. Exactly. Hey, listen to this right quick, man. You got that. Hey, Ezra, you next.
I'm trying to tell you, Hispanics are a part of the tribe of Israel. The 10 tribes of Israel. That's what he's trying to tell you. He's trying to tell you, your ancestral DNA.
Let's go.
It's deeper than what, they tell you.
Chapter 50 and verse 33.
It's deeper than being
Thus said
American.
the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the
This
children
land
of
was
Judah
stolen. White people
were
don't even own
oppressed
this land.
together.
Right.
Hey,
Americans
my
stole
man,
this
my
land.
man.
Right.
You listening? Listen.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
The children of Israel. You know who that is? This is the children of Israel. When you look down here, you have Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun. Where you from? Puerto Rico. Okay. Puerto Rico. Right here. That's Puerto Rico. Right here, right? Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim. That's your true nationality. Ephraim. There you go. That's who you really are. You're not. Are you a part of riches? Part of riches. No, you're Ephraim, right? Ephraim. Puerto Rico. What meaning do you have in that? There's no meaning in that. A part of riches. But guess what? The conquistadors stole all the riches.
I'm not alive right now.
You're Ephraim. You gotta come back to that. That's who the children of Israel is. These down here, right?
I'm American black, I guess.
Yeah, I did that.
This is the children of Israel. This is the children of Judah. Judah is these three. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Okay.
Israel is these three. Go ahead. Read that again.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Guess what? Those people right here, they make one nation of people. And the Bible said we're oppressed together. That's why you went into slavery under the conquistadors, and I went into slavery under the so-called Americans, British, the French. That's where that history. We're one people. What's your question?
Hey, my question is.
No. Well, yes. Lucifer. This is Lucifer right here. This is the name. This is this person right here, who you think is Jesus, who you think is your friend. That's Lucifer.
Okay.
Lucifer is a man. You're referring to Satan.
Satan, devil.
Satan, devil, yeah.
So why are they against each other?
Satan is not against God. Satan is under God's orders. Yeah. What's your question? Come on, man. Come on. Where is slavery in Africa? We read it earlier. Go back to Luke. Get that in And after you get Luke, get Joel. Joel 3. Go ahead. Luke 21. 21. Luke chapter 21 and verse 20. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. The mountains that it's talking about is referring to the Egypt and in the interiors of Africa. Now we started migrating into Africa and we got all the way to the west coast of Africa. Yes, sir. No. I never said that. The Bible's never been tampered with. The verses that we have today, like the New Living Translation, NIV, all these different translations that we have, there's scriptures that's taken out of it. Right. There's words, like for example, when you read Job 30, Job says, my skin is black upon me. They change that and say, my skin is burnt, right? To hide the fact that what? God's chosen people are black. Go ahead. They let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. So the mountains, you ask for a question, I'm answering it. You're watching the scene. The mountains is referring to Africa, Egypt, the interiors of Africa. Go ahead. Let them flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries thereinto, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Now, all things that's written, or some of the things we read in Deuteronomy 28, that was going to happen unto us, right? Our sons and our daughters was going to be sold. We were going to be under the city was going to be siege. We were going to be under famine. There were certain things we was going to do out of desperation, right? So this is happening. As we're fleeing into the interiors of Africa, guess what's happening? People are chasing us. And guess what? When they chase us, guess what they do? They bind us up and they start selling us. Let's get that in Joel. Joel chapter 3. Come on. Come on, Joel. Slave farmers, Israel. Go ahead. Joel chapter 3. No. Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And will verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people. You know what that means? They have cast lots for my people. What's casting lots? Casting lots. You understand what that means? That will be a modern auction, right? That's casting lots. I got 100 on him. I got 100 on that slave. 150. Who got 150? No auction. Go ahead. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Tyre and Zidon, you listening? Tyre and Zidon are African nations, go ahead.
and all the coast of Palestine. Will you render? That's the so-called Arabians, right? The coast of Palestine. Go ahead. Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. So that's the nation of Israel right here, right? Go ahead. Have ye sold unto the Grecians? So the Tyre and Zidon, African nations, and the Palestines, the Arabs, they sold the children of Israel unto the Grecians, the Greeks, so-called white people. Where did that happen? Sub-Saharan slave trade. Where did that take place? In Africa. Go ahead. Verse, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So that's what you're seeing today. We're rising up.
Yeah,
Read that highlight.
the whites stole this land from the Native Americans.
In the year of 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. Read that again, what? It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Black Jewish, it says the slave market in Africa was what? Full of black Jewish slaves. So that's the slavery in Africa. Sub-Saharan slave trade. Before the transatlantic slave trade. Ezra, come on.
Yeah, I know this not your, it's not your history
Read it
from the
again.
island.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. So after 70 AD, when the real Jews fled out of Jerusalem, they fled into Africa. And the Roman armies chased them, and a sub-Saharan slave trade began between the real Africans, the Arabians, and the Greeks.
So he's not black or white? No. So why they telling him that he's black?
There's no such thing as the Middle East.
Yeah, I didn't notice he said that to you.
Correct.
Now that's wrong. He said that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything.
That's a made-up term in the late 40s.
I don't know.
Right?
There's no
They came up with.
Yeah. There ain't no proof.
They also came up with what's called the Suez Canal, which cut Jerusalem from Africa.
Goddamn, there ain't no proof.
Right, man-made canal.
No such thing as
Come on.
proof of what the fuck. They just dribbled.
Yeah, they just saying. I don't believe that, but
I just say.
I want to clarify
Puerto
something
Rican?
because.
Yeah, I'm from New York.
All right, I want to clarify something, right? Because what you just finished saying, right? With all the history that was coming out, what we don't understand is that everybody believes in the Bible to a certain extent, right? So when you start bringing out facts about the Bible, now certain personal beliefs start to combat against it, right? The main fact of the Bible is everybody here believe in Jesus? Everybody, does everybody love Jesus? Everybody, you're never gonna see somebody say, hey, you know? Okay, well there you go. There you got 1 out of 1 million, right? However, but what does it mean to love Jesus? What does Jesus say about love? Because everybody here says it.
I don't
loves
know.
you, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm there.
Go to John 14 to 15. But before he reads this, now this is Jesus speaking, right? In the book of John.
How do we know? How do we know that was Jesus speaking?
Just listen. You'll never know anything if you keep talking.
Okay.
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? All right. So everybody else is listening, just listen. All right. So what happens is a lot of images have been brought up in the world, right? You got images like so, right? Can everybody see this? There's a lot of different images, right? Everybody can point at one of these and say, oh, that's Jesus. Because everybody thinks that know, with media and whatever push, we go with it. A lot of you grew up seeing these images right here, right? Let's see what Jesus said. Read.
John chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me,
This Jesus said, if you love me, right?
keep my commandments.
Do we know anything about the Ten Commandments? Everybody know about the Ten Commandments? And do you know about, go to 2 John 6. So this is further in the New Testament, right? About the commandments of God. But a lot of us don't
Look at the Taino Indians.
In order
You
to
look at the
love
Taino
God
Indians.
or love Jesus,
Those are the people that
like
inhabited
Jesus
the
just
islands
said,
of the
if you
Caribbean.
love
Most of
me,
the
love
Caribbean,
people.
Taino, and they was like mostly in Puerto Rico 400 years ago. Those are natives. So like, but I know, but see, I know, I'm telling you, because I'm from New York, so a lot of people call their grandfathers Taino.
That's why I brought out.
You know what I'm saying? The older Puerto Rican guys that's like 80 years old when I was in New York, they was calling themselves Taino. Yeah.
Because if you saw somebody that looks like
I mean, so you probably have Native American blood, but you might be from the tribe of Ephraim.
Everybody here,
But you're not like he's trying to tell you you're not Portuguese. Because Portuguese.
How would I know?
I'm asking everybody, which one do you see as Jesus?
I don't know what it looks like.
What about you, my man? Which one of these images is Jesus?
I haven't seen it with my own.
He has a white Jesus up there to tell you Jesus is not white.
I don't know what it looks like.
Now, a lot of every church you go into, you're gonna have images like so. Right? So let's see here. Grab what I got you.
2 John chapter 1 and verse 6.
This is to further prove that in order to love, what we have to do, right? I'm gonna get back to imagery.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his commandments, that's showing that you love. Just like if you have children, if they disobey what you tell them, or your commandments, they're showing disobedience, meaning they don't love, right? Read.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as you have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it.
These are the same commandments, all the commandments that are from the beginning of the Bible. The same commandments that we heard from the beginning. Now, I just want to clarify that, because a lot of us say we love Jesus and things of that nature, right? But now I wanted to come back to this image. Now, these images right here, where did these images come from? Where these images come from?
They come from Italy like Caesar Borgia. They come from Italy, Caesar Borgia.
Okay, Caesar Borgia.
The Roman dynasty, the Roman Empire.
Europe.
The
Okay.
Roman Empire.
What about you? Because your face is still confused.
It probably came from my backyard.
Okay. So which?
I don't know because I couldn't tell you which one is which. I
Okay.
can't.
All right. So you telling me that you've never seen these images?
I have seen,
Right.
but I can't tell you which one is off.
All right.
I can't tell you that.
So let me ask you.
Images.
Listen. Because you don't believe in the Bible, right?
Well, when you have more than 300 different Bibles written in different matters of English, Latin, Portuguese, you name it. Why does everybody believe in something different?
Nobody believes in something different when it comes to the Bible. Everybody that you constantly, everybody that you hear from. Listen. Everybody hold their peace. Quiet, bro. Quiet. Be quiet. You're interrupting. That's what you're doing. Everybody believes in some type of form, right? Of Jesus, right? Everybody. Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Before you say anything, just listen. When it comes to these images, everybody has seen these images.
Yes.
Right? And damn near everybody that you ask, hey, you could be walking by somebody and say, hey, who's this? They would say, well, it's Jesus. Right? Because that's how we grew up. Same way you grew up, because you say you grew up. My mom's from Puerto Rico. And trust me, I grew up with these same images.
Me too.
However, when you look at all, even like you said, there's many different translations of the Bible, right?
Too many.
So either way, they all show the same thing. Jesus looks like in the Bible. But guess what? Nobody wants to believe it because nobody reads. We just go to church and say, okay, well, the pastor says that Jesus looks like this, there's pictures like this, and there's pictures like this. So we're going to show you. We're going to show you. We're going to show you. You're very anticipated. Ready?
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Don't be worried about other books when you're not even ready for these books. This is one book we don't even know yet. Why you want other books? Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
This is Revelations, right? You ready? Have you read this book?
I haven't.
So don't worry about any other books. Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is the revealing. Do me a favor. Move over a little bit because you're standing in front of this couple that's been patiently waiting. All right? Do me a favor. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Right. Step in. Read it again. So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and sanctified by his angel and unto his servant John.
So this was shown unto John. That's what that says. Read.
Verse 2. Who bear record of the word of God and of the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Now when you bear record of something, what does that mean? What does that mean? If you bear record of something, what does that mean? So again? You documented something. To bear record, if I tell you to write something down, you're making a record of it, right? So that's exactly what he's saying right there. Don't be distracted. He's belligerent and drunk. Don't be distracted. Read.
Who bear record of the word of God and of the testimony of Jesus Christ and of all things that he saw.
All things that what?
That he saw.
So he bared and wrote down everything he saw with his eyes. Okay? Just like if I'm seeing, right now I'm seeing all you, and I turn around and wrote it down. Okay, I saw he's got a New York Giants. Okay, I see that he's got some green shorts. I'm writing down what I saw, right? Same thing, read.
Verse 3.
Listen.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is who?
Blessed is he that readeth.
It's very important that it says that. Because as a nation of people, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we hate to read. We don't read as a people. But the Bible said, blessed is that person that actually reads. Because what we do, we go to churches, and we let the only person up in the front tell us whatever, and then we just say, okay, we just run with it. Just like we've been taught, this person is Jesus all of our lives. But the Bible speaks against that. Read.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein. For the time is at hand.
So it's at hand, meaning the time is now. Blessed are those that keep the words of this prophecy. Let's jump down a little bit. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Actually, jump up just a little bit. Verse 11.
Verse 11, saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
Who's Alpha and Omega? Who is that? Everybody knows who that is. The Alpha and Omega. The Alpha and Omega is the beginning and the end. That's Jesus. That's what it's talking about. Read.
Wait. You said
that's correct. That's what I'm keep it. Actually, read verse 10.
Verse 10, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
This is John talking. He said he was in the spirit on God's day. Read.
And heard behind me a great voice.
He said he did what?
And heard behind me a great voice.
So he heard behind him a loud voice. Read.
As of a trumpet.
Very loud like a trumpet, because the trumpet's not soft, right? Read.
Saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So that voice, that person behind him said, I am Alpha and I am Omega. Read.
The first and the last.
The beginning and the end.
are you?
And what thou seest, write in a book.
So now when you see, write it down in the book. What book do you think that was? The book we're reading right now. Read.
And send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea.
So he said, we'll write it down and send it to all these churches so that they know imagery. Right? Read.
And I turned to see the...
Wait a minute, he did what?
And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
Now he turned around to see who this voice was. Because he said, whatever you see, write it down. So in order to see it, he had to turn around to look at it. Right? Read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
He saw 7 golden candlesticks.